I did not know that was going to play.
You didn't? It was all planned. It's so jazzy.
I love it. It's like a little wake-up alarm, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Hi,
Actually,
everybody.
that would be a really good ringtone for you.
I know. And it's like we own the music too, which is exciting.
Excellent.
Happy Sunday, Danielle.
Happy Sunday.
And hello to everyone that's tuning in. We've got people all over the world coming into our little corner here on Sunday, and it's always so much fun. I was talking to Danielle earlier about like I had this brainstorm that happened a couple days ago about like a cool project idea. And so I started toying around with it, and it was going to involve like a multicolor capture chain sort of thing. And I have indecision issues in general. And so like I wasn't, I was toying around with it long enough to be like, okay, none of this is going to work. But I think I accidentally landed on something even better. So I'm going to shelve the other idea for a little bit later. But then I got around to finally compositing this idea that I just now thought of. And so I'm excited to show you guys of like, I'm not sure where it's going to go, but the technique is there. And so I figured like I would probably kind of work on it with you guys.
Awesome. I love it. I think it's going to be exciting. Folks are going to love to see it.
I think it'll be fun too.
Yeah.
So why don't we just swap down to our beat tables and like just have ourselves a good time.
Bead party.
Bead party. I can tell you about my woes for this whole art the art show thing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I got to hear about that.
Yeah. You know what I'll do is I'll start this project, and then once I get around to doing the actual stitch work, I can then like divulge into my story.
Okay. Yeah.
So guys, many of you have asked about a few more projects or just a project with the ball chain crimps, which are these guys right here. My pack, which let me grab what that product looks like. Ball chain crimps are used at the ends of capture or burlesque chain. They come in the same exact plating that my findings do in all 6 colors. And so when we're thinking about how to use this, there's definitely a multitude of ways to do it, but you know, you got to have a place to figure out where to start. And so I had strung up this beaded portion here, and I really love the melody of colors and stuff that's happening. You know, we've got a little bit of aquamarine, some green, black, we've got browns, and then this beautiful butterscotch that's sort of tying it all together. And I wanted to hit it up with a little bit of copper, and I had the capture chain all picked out. And I was like, you know, I could hit the easy button and just put a single strand end cap on it and crimp to it and call it good. Or I could be a little bit more innovative, give you guys a project on how to use the ball chain crimps, which are actually more economically workable. And I think they offer quite a bit of versatility just depending on what you're wanting to do. And so I was going to show you guys with some of my leftover ball chain crimps that are not packaged of like how this can be put together. And this is how I ended up connecting it. I got out my seed bead palette from Danielle Wickes. I had to put Danielle Wickes hat on, which is always the party hat, and got my bead stitch on. And she gave me this beautiful color. You, Danielle, gave me some beautiful colors throughout time. I'm trying to figure out where I put it now.
That looks like the Matubo Tano cylinder in red orange.
Yes. And I put the tube somewhere, but you know, I also spilled some beads out. But this kind of just gives me like a copper blush color, and I was like living for it.
Oh, that is so cool.
You know, I also brought out some other colors and was thinking like maybe I wanted to do a pattern on this. And then like I have the count figured out, but as I started to think about it, I was like, the pattern kind of dated it a little bit, and it kind of took it away from a contemporary feel, which is kind of where I want to go with it. And contemporary to me is more minimalist. And so I was like just making sure that I got at least blocked colors and stuff. And so I wanted to make sure that the seed bead count was proper and it was going to fit the aesthetic of the design. But more importantly, I wanted to show you guys, and thank you for posting the links to the store. I appreciate that. As I'm sitting here like yammering, I'm crossing my fingers that Danielle's posting the links. And
oh yes, I'm doing that. I'm getting the SilverSilk link too. What's the color again? You said it was the copper, right?
oh yeah, the shimmering copper.
Shimmering copper. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's got a silver ball chain core with copper, bright copper that's been knitted around it. And I wanted to show you guys how to connect this together. And I don't really know the design yet, but I figured if I started with the connection, then I can sort of figure out where the rest of the tailoring needs to go to. But I went ahead and pre-strung the design. As you can see, the finished part is on this side, and all of my bead secrets are hidden behind the bead weaving. So I'm using some extreme champagne soft flex medium-sized beading wire. I absolutely love this color. And you know what it reminds me of is two-tone capture chain. The colors, like even off camera, they blend so well together. It's sort of a silvery gold color, like it's champagne. Let's just, you know. So I got a little bit of that out, and I strung up my beads. Danielle, you might have to help me with this color as well. I say it's butterscotch, but it's like
Oh yes, that is
something else.
like a yellow Picasso.
Okay, yes. Well, this one, yeah, I guess it does have a Picasso finish. I can't.
If
How do
they
you
call
do
it,
that with your eyes?
well, it's just because I just recognize there's a certain unique kind of luster to those beads, and so it's this one right here. It's the
Yeah.
opaque yellow bronze Picasso.
I don't know how you do it, but I think it's witchcraft. Whatever, whatever catalog you have memorized in your brain.
If only it was like a real skill that could be applied to something like mathematics, then I'd be.
I mean, jewelry making does have its, I think you're doing that already.
Oh, I hope so. And I'm finding that soft flex extreme real quick. Let's grab this.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Thank you for
Oh
taking
yeah,
all
of
that.
course.
In fact, I can, if it's easier, I could just solo layout, and then that way it's no pressure on your camera. I've strung up my design. I had these beads left over from an upcoming soft flex. Speaking of soft flex, their customer event is coming up. I don't have the kits released yet, but it does involve beads that look like this. And so if you guys are around in September, I'll be releasing a subsequent kit that will sort of house these colors, some soft flex wire, and all the good stuff later in August. It's the beginning of August. Like, we're not going to get into a rush for kits or anything right now. Mama needs a break. Papa needs a break right now. But anyway, I had those beads left over from after packaging all that stuff, and I went ahead and strung up my design, including those seed beads. As you can see, there is no rhyme or reason to the way that I bead strung this. I've got 10 delicas between beads. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 4 or 3. Like, it's just a happy melody of colors. And, I just made sure that my elements were kind of balanced with how I laid stuff out. You all know that I'm an asymmetrical kind of guy, so everything is going to be balanced, but a little bit crazy. So I'm also going to be using my 2mm copper crimps. Now, ultimately, the crimp that you decide for both the ball chain and the 2x2 crimps, it's not going to really matter in the color because it's all going to be hidden behind your seed beads. So really, the only thing that matters here is your capture chain and your seed bead color choice, which, the sky is the limit of the imagination, I guess. But I'm just gonna grab a crimp tube out and be matchy with everything. And I'm going to make sure that I can still bow my necklace length here so that there's no gaps in the wire, but it's still super flexible. And so I'm going to just slide that crimp down. And here's the fun thing about all this is that you don't have to have a pretty crimp. So I'm just going to grab my chain nose pliers. And in fact, I am just going to squish it nice and flat. I'm going to leave maybe about 0.5 millimeter of, let me go ahead and squish it and show you guys, like just a 0.5 mil, maybe even just 1 millimeter of extra beading wire for my crimp to kind of easily fit through. And then, just give this guy a good little squish. And I'm going to trim off the rest of the wire. I am going to leave a smidge at the top. So I'm basically breaking all the rules here with how this crimping works, just because of this unique technique. Okay, so I got my beading wire all consolidated and crimped and everything. So at this point, I'm going to grab some smaller tipped round nose pliers. And I'm going to open up just a little bit one side of my ball chain crimp. You see that gap right there? That's going to make it a lot easier to fit. Nope, my hands work here.
Jody says she loves breaking the rules.
Yeah.
It is how you discover new ideas. That is true. That's really true.
It is true. Well, I say a lot easier, but I guess like didn't have it open enough. I don't know. Let's see. The first side was real easy because there was plenty of beading wire to work with. And I guess I maybe should have waited until I crimped the other side. I don't know. We're just gonna test this out and see what's working here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So just required a little bit of maneuvering to get that in there. But once it's in there, then you can kind of close it back up like that. So I guess just having it wide enough to fit in, and then maybe some pliers to help fit it in. But what I do is I really go in there and I overlap the metal out of it. Okay, so now you've got basically what looks like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side as far as opening it up nice and wide. It's nice to have Xeron crimpers for this too. You can use regular chain nose pliers as well, but I think because the tip on this is so narrow, that just makes it easier to like fit stuff through. And grab your ball chain or a capture chain with the ball chain, and I'm going to pinch around that last bead of the ball chain just like that. And then you just fit that into the ball chain crimp.
Oh, wow.
Nice and easy. And then
do you have a source for your Xeron crimpers?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a source for your Xeron crimps?
I have been needing to get these into my shop for a long time. I would say you could buy them from a big box store, but I would say like maybe give me a couple weeks to see if I can actually purchase them. I used to have a friend that worked at Xeron that would like hook me up with all the discounts and everything. So I guess I just need to make new friends.
No, yeah. Hang tight then, guys, to get those, because that sounds like I'd rather get them from you,
Yeah, well, it's easier because I don't think Xeron.com sells them, ironically.
They don't. You got to go to the distribution places, which I know of a few, but if you have a friend direct to the company, that's probably even better.
Yeah, well, I'll look into it. And there's this one, and I think my double flush cutters these are the two that I use mostly for everything. And I use these for memory wire. But
oh
yeah, these are very handy. So yeah, but other than that, I guess Weber's. I need to check to see if they have even smaller, or even talk to Laura maybe to see if they can make these in a smaller nose. She'll probably say no, but I can always ask.
Always ask, I would say.
Always ask. That is the moral of the story. Anyway, so yeah, like that's how I connected together, you guys. Isn't that easy? And then now I get to do my bead work and show you guys like the magic of how to put that together, which is easy.
It is so prettyful.
Thank you. I'm digging the simplicity of it. I'm using the Danielle Wicks Mayuki. You need your own brand of beading wire at this point, or beading thread, Danielle, I feel
Oh,
like.
I have dreams. Oh my gosh. If you get me going, all you need to do is give me a nudge. I have so many. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It is only a matter of time, you guys. We're manifesting it here on the show.
It's just, I'm like 1 or 2 ticks of bravery away from doing the
Yeah, it will
crazy.
happen. I think once you make the right contacts and, like stuff starts to kind of roll, kind of like how your packaging did, like it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, you gotta be brave. You gotta just decide one day, I'm gonna do this and just do it.
Exactly.
And then, you know, don't think about it for a little bit so you don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I would
One
say
step at a
being a
time.
small business owner, though, legit is not for the faint of heart. It's not.
No, absolutely. It is so costly once you like first get started, and then you make better decisions.
Yeah.
Or at least you do.
Oh, in theory.
In theory, yeah. I would also say it helps to have a full-time job on the side.
Yes.
For me, at least, because I was like, I don't think I can fund half the fun stuff that I do if I didn't have a bread and butter income coming in.
Yeah, for me, it's I gotta say, my clients, my client work. Thank you so much to all my
Yeah,
clients.
yeah, you are hustling for
Oh, goodness.
a good living and some good design work. In order to get this peyote count done, I had to have 10 to do so I guess you have to have even number of delicas to do odd count peyote. Is that right?
Um, you mean it's just starting in the round?
Yeah.
Mm,
That was my experience with it.
oh, okay. I mean, that's different than mine, but I don't want to say that that isn't right because it could totally.
I was making it up as I went along. I mean, not the peyote stitch, but like just with like the pattern forming, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it looks like you're going to be doing the zipper tube kind of version, so you could really do even or odd, and it wouldn't matter. You could do like either.
Oh. Okay. Well, I did start with 10 delicas, and then I'm just I'm peyote-ing between them, if I'm using like technical beading terms here. Yes, this is why I have Danielle on the show.
Oh, I love those so much. I mean, those are some of my favorite beads. The colors match. So that company makes all of the super duos, the one that makes the seed beads you're holding. So
Yeah,
the colors match. You can get matching super duo, ginkgo, gem duo color to the ones you're holding.
that's amazing. I mean, that's like just a nightmare of creativity that's waiting to happen, or a happy dream. I don't know. I'd
I
have
would say so it's both.
I would have so much indecision. I'd be overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, me too.
So I am just gonna go back and forth. And the number of rows of what I discovered is that you have to have 8. 8 stack, and a stack of 8 seed beads is what I've concluded. And so I'm just gonna make a little patch here of delicas. And I guess I can pan over to Danielle if you're working on anything that's oh my goodness. Of course you are. Look at what you're doing.
But I'm just kind of doing the same thing I did before, but I just really love these beads and I wanted to play with them because I'm having so much fun just making pretty things.
Love that. So is that pipe chain or is that
It is. Yes, it's pipe chain.
beautiful?
And I'll drop the link to the color. It's really pretty. I'm feeling this summer, late summer, August, orange, red, yellow thing happening. Yes, with the ivory, of course, and I just love that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
It's super cute.
I had another idea too. That's not where I went with this, but I had another idea of just doing all large bead and then coming along with beading wire afterward and stringing a strand and then having it go through the large bead and put another bead through and I have some little dangly ones that would be cool with. So I have two things. And then maybe it's like a layer necklace or one layer and then the other layer.
I virtually I don't know what you really explained, but it sounds amazing.
I'm going to put more beads on. And I might start over one time. That's all. That's like how I sum up right there. Oh, I'm gonna find this color because I love this color and I want to be able to tell you guys which one it is. I'm gonna pop a link.
To it.
It is the beautiful coral.
Yes.
And
it's a nice stable color.
It's heading over there. And I do have a link to the beads if you're okay with me dropping it. It's from Woman Shops World.
Yeah, go for it. Do not mind at all.
Last I checked, they still
is more beads. I really should be using my bead board here, but I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, which
these little like mustard trays or whatever they call them, for these just aren't cutting it. I need to have my friend who's a potter make cute little dishes because I saw some on a TikTok reel or a Instagram reel. They were colorful. They were like purples and lavenders and stuff of these like mini pottery little trays, and I was obsessed over them. I should have snapped a picture. Sadly, it did not save the reel, so I have no idea who it came from or what it was about. It just snuck into my algorithm, but I was like, that's what I need because they were sort of round and shallow, but they were like tiny. And I was like, oh, they hold the beads. And I'm a sucker for miniatures too, so like tiny anything is just exciting.
I love that. I still have another seed bead project I'm working on for you. It's just that one we started with the round
triangles. Yeah. I'm excited about that one.
I could probably work on that one too. I almost have the original colorway done, but we wanted to do something more fall, I think. Oops, I messed up.
It honestly doesn't matter. I think once a design gets cataloged into the system, it is like whatever feels timeless. I guess just go for that. Or seasonless, something that can be
more evergreen. Yeah.
Like I would just focus on, oh my God, that's a beautiful color palette that I would have never thought of. That's usually like where my thought process goes. But some of this stuff can land between seasons too. Like this palette feels summer to fall for me, but I don't know. It can go either way.
I'm loving this. Oh, cute.
I can't believe how fast you put that together.
Well, this is really quick. I'm wishing that I had red cord or coral cord.
Why? For like,
well, I actually have another crazy dream. I don't know if it's possible, but I have this vision of finding matching cord to every color of chain.
Oh. I mean, that'd be fun. I like the contrast, to be honest, though.
You do?
Yeah. I think the contrast is like helping to make it more of a focal point.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I usually just like if I don't have something that I feel like really goes, then I just go with a natural or a neutral. And so that's what I did here.
Ooh, Leslie says Marcia Neal Studios does very lovely small ceramic trays. That's fun.
Oh.
And we have some artisans here in Tulsa that I just don't get out of my house, and it's really the problem. I have become a hermit, you guys. And I need to get out and see my own city a little more as it's grown. But yeah, back to your point, I totally understand the idea of also wanting matching colors just in case, because there's going to be some situations down the road where having the thread not be the main focal point of the design will work out a little better or whatever.
Yeah, just having that option in my toolkit would be kind of the win.
I almost stabbed myself with the needle.
Oh no, don't do that. And then I'm thinking hematite bindings.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. It goes to a very like, I don't know, rustic tribal sort of design aesthetic. I love
these beads are super because I do believe they're like all trade beads, and so I don't know that for sure, but they certainly look like it.
Yeah,
they're so cool. So cool.
Super cool.
And it's one of those things like I got myself something that I liked for no reason, just because I was probably on my phone sitting on the floor somewhere waiting for somebody to fall asleep who
Yeah.
was afraid of the dark. So I'm just sitting there.
We all have happy bead fingers and want
Yes.
to hit the go button for ordering things. I get it.
Yep.
I had a thought about that too, and now it escaped my mind, but it's fine.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good.
I hope it comes back.
Yeah, it will. Right. This patchwork goes pretty easily. I think having it a one color thing takes the complication out of having to pay attention to a pattern, at least. But I could sit here and make so many of these if I had the time and make an entire necklace out of it. This technique also works well with scraps of chain, because you might not have a full 3-foot spool of something, especially if you guys have grabbed my remnant bags in the past and have like scraps of capture chain within your stashes and need somehow to connect it together. This is an excellent way to use that. Let's see, 6 and 6. So I got 2 more rows, or 4 more rows actually to go.
That's a great way to use your scrap capture chain.
I think so too. And we all have beads too, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah. I actually have a good little pile going of scrap capture chain.
I mean, I do too. I'm trying to give it to you guys though. And I know, because otherwise it just sits in the studio and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with any of this, but I am happy to share. I've been knitting some new chain, but it's either like refilling colors that I'm out of, or I've got a slew of bundles that are in development right now, and I'm knitting the wire for them, which is exciting.
Oh
And
yeah.
so, because the expectancy of the wire is like, I only need so many units of such and such chain, but I always make extra just in case. And so some of that goes to scrap too, because if the machine gets stuck on something, it starts to not knit correctly, and then I end up with little scraps with broken pieces of wire between not 3-foot links. And so I have a bunch of that stuff too.
Here we go. I'm just flattening these ends. Let me get my little binding on there. Huh. There we go.
I'll fling that over to the other side of the room. We've got 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this will be the last 2 rows that I do before I get to zip it up.
Oh, and Jody, yes, he absolutely has those. Are you talking about the finding? I'll pop that link up for you. So
Oh
the
yeah,
finding.
hi Jody. Speaking of Jody, I didn't see the comments from. I've been so like mesmerized by what I'm trying to do here that I missed it. So yes,
That's the meeting. Yeah.
Danielle is on it like a pro. It's in the custom findings part of the website. Oh, you found it. Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
And guys, don't forget to check out the last of the pop-up shop. I'm not going to replenish until probably later this month, but everything right now is discounted up to 30% off.
Ooh, that's a steal. And I see a question from Marion. You don't sell the scrap bags, right? You just drop them in as little gifts. Or do you?
That is a good question, actually. Sometimes I have an abundance of scrap pieces of chain, like of different kinds, everything from capture chain to flat mesh or whatever. And sometimes I do bundle them up as things and then let the silkies know via texting. And so I guess this is a good way to also say, like, if you are not part of my text group, please join. And that's my cheesy sales pitch of the day.
Oh, let me grab
But
that link. I've got that one.
yeah, yeah. Well, and just texting the number too. So if you want to scan the
Oh,
QR code at any point in time, if you're watching this on a big screen, now's the time to do it. But all to say is that I'd let that text group know first, and usually the bags are sold out because I only make up to 25 or 30 of them. And I stuff the heck out of them for like, a hefty $25, $35 grab bag, which has quite a bit in it. So, and then sometimes, yes, I do give them away as like a gift with purchase, just depending on how many I end up with. And then sometimes I just drop in orders because, like, some folks will want to go to town in the store and order like up to or nearly $100, and which helps the business tremendously. And so I'm always down for free gifts. I like to give things away if I can. All right, so I have got you guys 8 rows on each side. Okay, so let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 8. And I am ready to zip this thing up together. The first thing I want to do before I even zip it together is I kind of want to create a little anchor with my extra tail thread here. So what I'm going to do is actually go into the bead right next to the one that's exiting. And then I'm going to come back up through that last bead again. What this does is it sort of just pins that last bead down. And so whenever I'm going back through and stitching up this other side, it won't shift my beads around on the side of my beadwork. So now I'll just grab everything and I'll just kind of make a little burrito.
oh, it's so cute. Look at it.
Yeah. And then I'll just start to kind of zip tie this together. It can be a little bit difficult to see, but just look for the ones that are sticking up on both sides. And I kind of just go from one side to the other directly. And sometimes my thread will want to fall out of my needle, but just kind of push that back.
Oh, and Jenny, I think you did it. If you texted hello, then you're on there. The link maybe I still think if somebody texts hello, they get registered right away just by doing that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Just text that number and text hello, and then it'll ask you what sort of list you want to be on. And most people sign up for all notifications that are on it. And the texts are not all automated. Like the welcoming message obviously is, but the messages that come that are notifications are always from me. And those of you that are on it can probably attest to how amazing it is, because anyone that's ever asked me a question on there, I have personally texted them back through that app, and it is fantastic. It's so nice to not get lost in spam. I will say that. Because emails can get lost very easily.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Oh, I did that, and there was just a reply asking me to click a link. No questions about categories. Go ahead and click the link, Jenny, because the link will also. Oh, okay. There's a link now, and there's just a delay. Yeah, the link will want you to enter in your like phone number and email, and I don't know what else, but it basically puts you in the system so that it's like a registered user. That way, the spam number on the other end is not a spam number, so that I'm actually talking to you guys. Yeah, Karen says Nealay never bombards you with a lot of text. He's quick to answer as well. Thank you, Karen. I'm not always quick to answer. It'll take like a day or so, but if that's what you mean by quick, then yes. I try and get back as soon as I can.
That's quick. In this business standards, that's super good.
Oh, good. Okay. I aim to please, but I also have my days where I'm just like not checking the things because I'm either involved in something or just, eating ice cream or something. I don't know.
Whole day job stuff,
Day job stuff. So this will want to also switch around sometimes depending on how like tightly it's stitched together. But as you can see, I just zipped it up and then now I've got my tail thread and I've got my working thread together out here next to each other. What you could do is actually go back through the beads once you've sort of secured this together. And by securing it, I mean you could do a little like quick square knot and then just sew back into the beads, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then the other way is that you don't have to tie a knot, but you do have to go back through the beads very complicated, like to make sure that it's not going to fall out later on. I actually learned that from Jill Wiseman, but to be honest, I'm a like quick knot guy. So like I just will do a easy little square knot and that just gives me a little safety net of security. And then when I go back, I want to hit up the middle of the bead first. So let's work our way back toward the capture chain. And I'm going to show you a cute little trick that you can do to make that bead not shift. So I'm just going to work back. I'm also reading some comments here. I just made my first SilverSilk design. I used a pipe chain I could use to string through, use stringing skills I already have. That's so exciting, Jenny. I think you posted, was it you who posted in the Silkies group just recently? That beautiful blue design? I must know. I think it was you, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to, I could compliment, but it would, you know, the compliment would go toward the person that posted in the Silkies group, which did an amazing job of combining the pipe chain. It was so cute.
Oh, I see. I missed a question of, for someone new to the beading world, what would be a good beginner? So, Dorothy, did you mean a good beginner project suggestion? I can drop some links to some tutorials I think are super beginner friendly from the website here. Let me just take it.
That'd be a good idea. You can also explore the top of the, or actually the YouTube channel would be good. And then on the website, there, whenever you click into one of the chains, at the very top, like for example, if you go to knitted wire chains and then go to capture chain and shop capture chain, there's going to be a menu at the top that basically shares what is capture chain, what is YouTube, what are the capture chain tutorials. Like it's on a playlist already. So I would encourage exploring the website and then checking out the actual product lines where there's more information about where you can start. Hopefully it's intuitive. If it's not, I need to do some work on the website end.
I think I have a favorite project that you did.
Oh, yeah.
That is stringing with beading wire and then using your findings to attach to chain.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fall soon.
It is.
And so
my lariat designs usually are the easiest too.
This was your fall fashion necklace. And it's still like one of my favorite ones. I love it.
Awesome. Fall fashion DIY chains. So that's on YouTube, right?
Yep, it's one of your video tutorials, and there's also the downloadable, blog page. So
okay, yeah. So if you go to the website and just copy paste that into the search bar, you will find it. That is.
Here's the link to the blog page coming up at you.
Perfect. While you're doing that, I'm going to explain my quick little trick for making sure that the slider beads don't slide around everywhere. So once I've secured my thread here at the very end, I'm going to slide my bead all the way down where I want to position it. And I am just going to stab the entire thing all the way through with my needle, because that's going to go through the capture chain, through the knits. And once I've done that, I can kind of go back through a couple of the beads and then just re-stab it. This is a very violent technique, so I do apologize. Capture chain was not injured in the making of this by too much, but you know, I probably went too far down on that one, so I'm gonna climb back up here. There we go. And I'm gonna stab it through one more time and just come out on the other side. And then continue to stitch through your beads. So that is going to secure it in place because that beading thread is now gone through the chain. so it's not going to go anywhere. And that is my trick, you guys.
Becky. Sometimes you just need to stop things a little bit as a treat.
You know what, Becky? When you're right, you are right.
So true.
That's funny. So yes, I'm just going to go back through a couple more of the beads. The more complicated your thread path is, the less likely it is going to pop out and unravel on you. So I feel like that was pretty good. I can do the same thing to my other side here. Or my tail thread at least. And so I'm going to clip this off and swap out my side here. Now, this is a bead stitched way to do this, right? My next goal in a future Sunday or even just a regular tutorial is to see a wire wrapped design that is easy to do, that explores a different technique, but same concept. Okay, I'm gonna travel my beading wire all the way up. Boop. And maybe I'll go through to the other side. Sometimes you have to wiggle your needle to really get it in there. There we go. And maybe sew back through a couple of the beads and then call it good.
That's so cool. See how fast you can finish that. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I think because I was trying to focus, concentrate, tell a story, all the things, I could probably have stitched this a lot faster. It just is one of those things that I wanted to make sure I covered all the details for you guys. So thank you for hanging in there with me.
No, I think that was actually super fast.
Awesome.
There we go. So now let's see. I have a beading wire. I have medium soft flex. And here's the crazy, crazy, crazy idea.
I'm all down for crazy ideas today. Here we go, you guys.
Go around like that. We've done similar things to this in the past. This is just kind of in that vein, but I'm going to just try.
I had no idea that's what you were making this entire time. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm already wearing my other one. I think it's going to be cute.
Oh my gosh. I look up and it's like a completely different surprise.
It's going to be different every time you look up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this could be cute. I might have enough of the little white beads. I used way too many of them in my little macrame keychain.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
I just need to have one. Oops, 1, 2. Oh no, I don't have enough. No.
Back to the ordering.
Let's think for a second. I can I can make one of them gold. That wouldn't be weird, right? Like one of them could just be gold and that could be asymmetrical.
Which one? That one.
I need a little bead to go between each one.
Let's see.
These two.
It doesn't look intentional enough.
No, it looks like I ran out, which is what really happened.
Now, wait a minute. Could you do white on the 2 outside ones and then maybe a different color on the inside?
Yes. Yes, I could do, or I have a bunch of these.
Oh, so like one, or the turquoise ones, I don't know.
Oh.
Or orange. Yeah, like if you took out the colors, I think that would work.
I think I need to see that. That's going to be so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, and then we can always change it. It's never going to be forever because it's beading wire.
It's true. Today's about non-committal beading. We don't have to commit to anything.
Yes, it's going to be a very indecisive design. Oh,
What
I
do you
don't want
think about running the capture chain down here for this one and then doing beadwork for the rest of it up here?
Oh, yeah, I love that. That's
Because
cute.
it's like, I'm not sure. But like, do I color block it here so that all these like stack up at the same way? Or I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with the layout a little bit on this, I think.
Yeah,
I
why
mean, the
not?
other option, just go back doing that and then doing a second layer. I don't know.
Ah, victory. I don't want to cut these beautiful knots because this thread, it's kind of, I don't know, for some reason I just really like it and I don't want to cut it.
I know. I hate that about packaging because it's like it's so seductive in a way that like you don't want to mess with it. You just want to like what I really need to do is just shop for two things and then one can stay on display and the other thing can be like a thing that I use.
I just did that because I
You really?
well, I've had these for months and I've literally hung them down on my like downstairs studio. They're just hanging from the lamp.
Oh my goodness.
And then I put them away. I put them all in a bag and put them away and forgot. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to use these beads. Because when I got into the macrame kick, I went on a where are all my large hole beads hiding, like
Yeah.
kind of little search party. And then found these, decided these were worthy of using, and then remembered why I hadn't used them because I didn't want to destroy it. I mean, look how cute. It's just like,
I know. Those are gorgeous. It's just it's the way that it's presented just makes it so alluring.
it's really fantastic. Oh, you know what? I think I like this. So you said turquoise. Let's see with all the little pretty colors.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like all the colors too.
We could do a mix of colors, or I could go and pick out all the little ivory ones, or I could pick out all the turquoise, or I could pick out some
Definitely
red.
different colors, I think, because they're all different, it looks intentional and it just adds. See, like Lori gets it. She's like, I love it. Becky gets it too. All those are perfect. They're the perfect size to fit. Yeah. Rachel and Cecilia want to go with the mix.
Let's do the mix. Okay, let's do it. So let me find colors that I need them also to be kind of thick. Oh, that's a nice thick one. There we go. These are very organic, so some of them are kind of skinny. Oh, here's a better one. Let's go with this one.
Yeah, you got to fill up that space between Karen. Everyone's saying a mix.
Mix is the way.
It's beautiful. You know what this reminds me of? Super like Day of the Dead vibes, which, Halloween is just not that far away, or spooky season, I would say.
Oh, it's October.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a few months away, but still, I love spooky
Yeah.
season. It's my favorite.
Pretty much after the 4th of July, I started thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm obsessed, though. I might not be the most like rationally decision-making person when it comes to Halloween being my favorite holiday.
Do you decorate a lot?
I used to. Oh my gosh, I used to go crazy with the decorations, but now my house is really cluttered.
With beads, perhaps?
Well, so well that and then like Lego.
And the kids
And
stuff. Yeah.
so
I was gonna say.
stuff, like there's stuff everywhere. And so the dream is we decided we built these shelves above the cars in the garage, and that's where we put all the decorations. And here's the problem with that. Somebody has to back out the car and get the ladder. So sometimes the decorations they just don't make it down.
Right.
They're just up there.
I like decorating other people's stuff, other people's homes. I don't do that to mine. There's something satisfying about telling people where things should look good because it looks cute that way.
Oh yes, definitely. I feel like that too. It's always easier when it's not something
And
that
then
I
they
have to
can like clean up after holiday season as well.
Yeah, the problem with the decor is two things. Okay, so it never fits back in the box. Let's say you unpack it, you decorate, then it's time to take it down and put up the next holiday. You go to do that, and guess what? It doesn't fit back in that box.
Right.
And then you're
Yeah.
like, fit last time.
It's like, did I pack this correctly? Like, I know I got it out of the box the way I see it. So I don't know.
Like, was I that much smarter last year than this year?
I don't know. I have an issue with my humidifier, to be honest. And it's like one thing, but it always never fits back into the box the way it came out of.
Right? Yeah, those none of the, like, packaged stuff, I can never get that stuff back in there.
So crazy.
Christmas decorations are the same.
Yeah. Luckily,
And you
my
can
friend loves Christmas, and so I just help him decorate, and it's sort of been our thing every year. And so
Aw.
I get into the Christmas spirit, but it's luckily, like, I don't have to deal with unpackaging, and I have to help him get him out of the garage and all that stuff, but, you know, it's on him whenever it's the season is over, and he can happily sort it out.
You can call them like, "Hey, did you put your stuff away yet?"
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, I feel like I was much better about it until I started to decide, "Oh, I'm gonna start a small business in my dining room." And now that's pretty much all I do, and I used to do other stuff, but then
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. I feel you.
I did
I
something
kind
fun today, though. Oh my goodness. I did something I did not need to do, but it was so great. Did you finish?
well, no, but I wish,
You
but no.
sounded excited, so I wanted to
Well, yeah, well, I have something strong. I'm still not sure. Like, do I want to? So I need to have a stick of peyote stitch, a little strip of it down here. And so, do I put another one down here to just balance it, and then do one here,
Oh.
and then like continue these up, or are these like too far apart from each other that it doesn't?
No, no, I like that. I like the asymmetry. So you're thinking you'll do another, seed beaded, like, link there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Or
so
do I pull this
cool.
all the way down so it's like super hangy downy, and then like there's a bigger difference between the two loops here, which
Oh,
might
I
work
see.
too. I mean, there's so many options. This is where I get stuck. I think I could start here and then like continue to lay this out and see what my feelings are for all of this.
Yeah, you can definitely think on it and then just
Yeah,
change it around if you need to. I think you
exactly.
got a good thing going there.
I think so too. I think it'll be good. And finish this one side at least and show you guys again.
Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do next.
Does she's got customers who have told her that they leave the Christmas lights up year around, and I that's not the first time I've read, and especially with LEDs that can change different colors, can kind of coordinate with either any season or just general aesthetics of your home. So like
That's
lights can be multifunctional rather than just holiday. Definitely not different anymore.
There are some services here that will come and do the lights for you, and if you just do, all white lights, a lot of people do just do all white lights along the edge, and that can become party decor. It can work for the wedding in your backyard. It can work for the 4th of July party, and then
Yes,
I
all
mean,
the things, all of everything.
oh, I'm having so much fun right now. Look how cute this is gonna match.
Oh, it
So
is
nice.
beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Should I use these, you think, with it?
I don't hate them. Now, is the finish on it the same as I'm not really sure which material those other beads are, but
Oh, these are just wooden, or they could be bone.
oh,
I bet
yeah.
you they're bone. And these are definitely wooden, these
Yeah,
ones.
okay.
Um, these could be bone. These are wood.
Gotcha.
These are heavy, so I don't think they're wood.
They're probably bone for sure then, if they've got weight to them.
Definitely
Um,
has. These
yeah,
are
I'm almost
bracelets.
wondering, like, I probably wouldn't use anything gloss
Okay,
to
yeah,
on the
those for
side,
some.
but I think something matte would be pretty stellar.
The options I have are I've got this yellow, I've got
That's
the
fun.
black, I've got more and more of this color here, tons of that. I also have these.
Oh my gosh. Those are cool.
Could that go on I kinda want those alone next to it, like, I could feel those,
Like a
let's
separate strand.
Or in, you know, just in place of what I have happening here. I just need something to travel up the side.
Mhm. Let's ask the audience. 'Cause I am
Yeah.
in my indecision mode.
I could
So
always just grab some black seed beads too, or some little like Picasso seed bead, or you know, something like that.
Laurie says she likes the yellow.
The
And I
yellow?
like yellow too, yeah.
I could put the yellow on there. Okay, let's do that. And then I could space the yellows with pops of this color, or we could stop doing the color and just stick with just the yellow. So
Yeah.
kind of like,
Well, at least you don't have to crimp anything down, right? The sad part is if you're wanting to use a yellow, then you have to take it off the strand. But
yeah, that's true. But then the way that these are, see how these are like that? I can easily, if I change my mind,
oh, just string them
string
back.
them. They're large holes, so
You know, and I am not a yellow guy, but I am loving the amount of color that it is expressing today. So I'm feeling the yellow personally.
let's see. I haven't used any of the orange color yet. So here's option one, is I could space it with one or more like that.
Ooh.
Or option two, we could just go with something like that.
Ooh. I like that because I'm a fan of color block stuff. But again, I will defer to our friends out here.
And just on the off chance I don't have enough to go up both sides, which I probably do, but what if I did something like that?
That's cool too.
That might get me there because I think if I look at the distance here, um, yeah, I'm going to need to do, I'm going to need to augment that. But I could always do yellow, yellow, yellow all for a block and then switch to colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Do we like this one? Or
I
take
do
this?
like that one.
You want to keep that one? Even if it's just alone by itself there, I could still, like, I don't know.
So maybe like doing, oh, I don't know. I mean, because you could really switch up the pattern however you want. And but important thing is to keep the focal like the main draw, right? Like because you want your eye to be drawn down and not be held up by too much detail.
That's true. So keeping it simple going up the chain is probably the best way.
Right. And so how would and that would be determined on how you decide the pattern will be. I guess that's what I was trying to formulate word-wise in my head.
Yeah, and I think I don't really have a total pattern idea, but I mean I'm not feeling bad about that. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do one side different and we could pick the side we like more.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, let me finish this side a little further so we can get the vision. Oh, I also have natural wood beads. I have these and these.
I mean, they're beautiful. I think the yellow still speaks
Yellow.
to me. Yeah. But it's adding something extra that is very complementary to the rest of it.
Ooh.
Rachel says I need a little white bead on either side. I can't help it. I'm not a very wonky person like Nealay.
So let's see, a little white bead. Where? So maybe here, or
But you might not have enough white beads though, right?
let's see how many I've got. These. I also have some larger ones. I have these larger ones, but those are kind of big.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all of the white ones I've got. Maybe.
Oh, no, on the other side of the wooden ones. Oh, I see.
Either side of these ones.
Yeah. But I
Let's
feel like that might be adding too much detail to that side. Well, you were going to do something else on the other side, and before I started reading comments.
yeah, let's see.
And then we could maybe take Rachel's idea and see what that might look like too. So many ideas, you guys. We're on a wavelength here. Oh, you know what? I can use no. Yeah, I can use that. I need this. I don't know how long I want this to be. Maybe I do want it shorter for the sake of photoing things too.
Oh yeah, photographing long necklaces is tricky. I always kind of do a couple different layups of them. Like I'll lay them and then curl them on top of each other, and then like one where you just get a snippet of a section. It's like a really macro shot of some of the really like detailed center part or something.
Yeah, you're better at taking multiple pictures than I am. I get lazy.
No, I'm just like, you know, the more shots, the more often like I'll actually land something. I just need more tries, right?
I never land on it in general, and I think I'm just okay with it. You know what I mean? Like it's out of probably just laziness, to be honest. I need to put my Danielle enthusiasm on more. That's beautiful. I mean, I could see the difference of the two sides now.
I'm just to leave it like that. It's kind of cute.
Right.
No, I can't leave it like that, right? That would be, we need to do something.
Yeah, no, but we have to pick a side for sure. So I will let everyone speak their thoughts.
And maybe I could see it next to this other one. That's cute. I am a layered necklace lady lately.
Oh, I love that. To me, this is like a fully realized look. I mean, you could wear them as separates, obviously, but you know, I'm trying to see. Let's see. Everyone is saying right side, or no, wait. Valerie says left side. Ramona says left. Winnie says right. Oh my gosh, you guys are making this really hard.
Yeah. Well, at least nobody's saying neither.
No. Is there a way to do polls on here on StreamYard, or did we just never learn it?
So I feel like saying yes, but I don't know how.
Okay, I'm gonna research that later because
yeah,
we always run into this thing where we're like asking people, but then we really don't know the answer because we don't know what the total is.
Dana says they look good as a statement together, and I kind of felt that too. It was like, who would be brave enough to do that? Me? Am I brave? Maybe.
With the two pieces, with the two designs?
Well, like not changing them at all. Like true laziness. I'm not even going to unstring it. Just finish it like this. Like each side is different.
I suppose. You know, so. I mean,
I don't know. It's going to be one of those pieces where there's that one person that loves it.
It's funny how it's still balanced in a way.
Well, they're mostly pretty much the same beads. I think we just maybe want to see, do we want to see the white bead on either side of that? I'll do it up here.
You know what? I would string it exactly the same and just swap the same bead pattern out from the other side. So for example, you've got 2 yellow at the bottom. I'd imagine you would need 3.
Oh yes, you're right.
And you do a white bead on either side.
That is true.
And then you could totally have this like Cruella de Vil hair moment where it's like black on one side and white on the other.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. Because you know what? This is working right here. That was a great suggestion.
I love that.
Okay. All right. So then I'm going to just go ahead and pull this loose really quick.
Yeah.
It won't take me long.
I'm still contemplating my life's decisions here.
That's what I love about this kind of project, though. Actually get to complete something, whereas like a lot of my seed beading thingies, like I struggle with those. I don't
Well, I
always
mean,
get
that
it done.
one's all like labor driven too. And you know what? The thing with bead stringing that I have come to realize, because you're working with fewer materials and because you are trying to make something look specific, and
Oh,
every bit of detail is amplified because it's not hidden behind something. And so it has to look complete. And in order to do that, you have to have a really keen eye for detail.
that is true.
And so bead stringing is challenging in its own way because everything, again, it's so simple that everything sticks out. So if it is a terrible technique execution or you're off by a bead on something, it will show it and it'll show it really hard.
But early at least.
Hmm.
It's like sometimes I don't see the error and then I'm like, oh no, like
And
this
then,
just
yeah, I'm
now.
like, what did I do?
It's worse if you crimped.
Yes.
Oh no, it's like I crimped that already.
Yeah. And then you have crimper's remorse.
That's a real thing. Crimper's remorse is real. Wow, I used all of those beads. Look at that. All of the little spacers.
Oh, really? And you know
Mhm.
what? It must be a sign because it ended up being in the correct amount, right?
It did. It
Oh,
did. So there's
very,
that
very
side. On this side, I have 3 more of the dark ones to go.
good. Mhm.
Throw those on there and see how that looks.
Oh, Lori's asking what sort of cording. Lori, are you wanting the cording on the rat tail or the silver silk?
Oh yeah, I have that link for you if you need it. It's if you're asking about the cord, it's the same stuff we were using for the pearl one. You guys remember
Yeah.
the pearls? I'm a one trick pony. This is the same tutorial.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
So when this tutorial comes up, this is exactly how you do that. And then
Yeah,
it just I wanted to show how you could use a way to link beading wire to it.
I know. I love that. That's so clever.
And so that's pretty much
You know what? I think I don't remember who it was. Was it Dana that mentioned it? But I love the weirdness of it. I love the asymmetry, and somehow it's still balanced because I guess because of the colors. I
yeah,
don't
it's
know.
I'm not feeling it.
It is a very daring piece,
It
and I am
is.
in for the journey.
So let's see. I got to find a way to just finish the top. I only have a few tiny little distance to go, but so here's the top of it. And I've got 1.5 inch of beads, but I'm out of the spacers. I could just keep going with these because that's going to at that point be toward the back of the neck. So I could just keep going. I would probably need 4 or 5 more of each one
Wait,
on
how
each
much is
side.
left? Hang on.
So I'm out of white spacers. So I
Uh,
could just keep going like that to finish it.
and then just do the other wooden ones on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't see why not because you're just putting 3 more on.
Yeah, that could work. Or I could switch to like just black seed beads or
Mm.
back to the colors that I've got. I don't know. Let's see this first. This is easy because it's here. And
So what is the total length of the necklace?
this is going to be 18. Well, hang on. Let me get a real measurement. So I put it on and decided.
And
So it's
decided that 18 was the journey.
sometimes I just take the pipe chain and then just put it on real quick and see where I want that necklace to hang.
Mhm.
And then I go and cut without measuring. Okay, so this is, oh, actually, it's only at 15. But by the time I put on my findings, my class, we're putting it out a little more at 16 and a half.
Oh, okay. Well, and I was gonna add that if you really wanted to extend it out, you could just link it to a larger chain, and then the chain can just kind of hang out in the back and be whatever size it needs to be for whomever wants to wear it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I love putting on little chain remnant to the end.
Mm. Although I like what you're doing. I like the continuation of just a simple color block. I don't think you need to complicate it with other stuff. Yeah, that's great.
With this?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that might be the way to go. Let me see if I have crimps. I know I have crimps somewhere. Crimp bead.
If you call for it, it'll come to you.
I'm calling you. I know they're here. Now they're hiding, messing with me.
They all come out with like large googly eyes and surprise you. Maybe that's just in my imagination though.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
It's cartoons. I don't
I
know
can
why.
tell you some funny stories of me. So my younger son, he likes to punk me a lot. And he thinks it's so funny. He's laughing. He's like, oh, he punked you.
I mean, I would see the appeal in that too, personally. But yes, go on.
Finally, my older son, he's like, yeah. There's no sport in it. I'm such an easy mark, you know.
Oh. That's hilarious.
I just said it twice.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore because it's too easy.
I think it's, oh my gosh, they find it so hilarious though. It never gets old. Oh, I got crimps.
I do the same thing still to my parents because like gaslighting them is so much fun, but it's, you know, it's just over stupid stuff too. That's just, you know, it. But then when they get on a tangent about it, it's hilarious just because of how angry they get.
Yeah.
And then I smile and I start like giggling like I normally do, and then it's just like the intensity of it completely goes away.
You know, you're up to something.
Yep.
You get caught.
I get caught, and then it's just, but you know, I do it on purpose.
I know I want to get caught.
You know, I like to keep them on their toes.
I want to get credit for what if I came up with it. Like, yeah.
Right.
Oh, right. This is going to be so fun. Okay, so I got that. I got that.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more of the beads, of the peyote beads down here.
Okay.
To kind of like emphasize that they're not just connecting, but they're integrated into the design. So there'll be one here and here, and then maybe one here and here, and then a center one down here.
Oh, I think that's perfect.
I think so too. It makes it intentional. And this one.
So I think the first side's going to be easy. Well, I should make sure I have it even first, actually. All right, where's my center? Center. Actually, that's going to be fine. Okay. I started at the center point. That's the trick to all of these. So when you start your very first macrame bead, do that right at the center.
Oh. And you're stuffing the crimp in there with it. That's great.
Second side's going to be a little trickier. I don't know how I'm going to do the second side yet, but we're going to get there.
I was having some issues on my side with that second side as well, just at least for the crimp that I was trying to use, and so I totally get it.
I think it's just because that side you have to do it tight. Like the beads are right up against it. Right now I could push the beads out of the way, just get to focus on just that beading wire.
Right.
There you go. Okay. So now I can push that all the way up on that side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a few seed beads would have been smart.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah. Okay, I could have done better on that.
Oh, no, do you have crimper's remorse?
I have crimper's remorse. Yes. Well, it's fixable, but I need to be able to open the single strand cap. Yeah.
If you have the Zoran crimpers, it's not impossible, but it is.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
I just wish I put a few seed beads. That's all. Okay. See, because there's
Oh, just a little bit of wire stick. Yeah, I see what you
I'm gonna
mean.
look at it.
It's not horrible though. I mean, the seed beads will also help taper the end so that it doesn't like bow the two different stringing materials out in two different directions.
Yeah, see, because what it's doing is it's causing that.
Yep.
Yeah, seed beads, 3 size 8 seed beads would have saved my entire existence right there.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's gonna be at the back of the neck though, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be hidden behind something. Unless the person that's wearing it has short hair. And then, just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I could do it proper on this side and then take that side apart.
I don't know.
And I landed the measurements too, look. Doo-doo, spot on.
I know. Well, do you have enough wire? I would probably do that. I would cut the wire off at the yellow and just take it out on the other side and then recrimp it, because you're going to stare at it and then hate it later that you didn't do that.
True story. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, but we get the general idea.
As your friend. Strictly as your friend, trust me on this.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so that is the plan. But I still feel like I accomplished something.
Yeah, me too. I was trying to figure out a layout, and I think I landed on something that I'm very, very excited to finish. Perhaps if not in this show, then the next one. Because I want to do more of that peyote stitch things. And I need to find my other beads that I have, because I know you gave me an entire extra tube of these, and I put them somewhere.
Oh, I can send you tons. I have so much stock of those.
Something tells me you have all the seed beads in the world. Like they're
I went a little crazy.
They're all being made in your house.
I really love those. And so I actually have a lot of them.
It is a gorgeous color. They're in between Padparacha and copper is my assessment of it.
I made it back. Look, I got it open.
Yay!
And I have plenty of beading wire left. I don't have to restring it because I had so much extra on the other side. I just pushed it over, and now I can make a crimp with those. That's going to be okay. All right, so we're back.
Fine.
I just need seed beads. I don't have size 8 seed beads up here, so my 80 box is downstairs because I was mix designing. So the entire stash I have of 80s are sitting on the floor of the dining room, laid in little piles.
Huh.
One of them had a Lego car driven through it.
I mean, it's only about a matter of time to probably have already, just by saying it, manifested that to happen.
Well, as I was headed up here, could I crash into that? And I'm like, oh, it's my beads.
Yeah, exactly. So the trick for me to also think about is, let's pretend Nealay's challenge is to not use any single strand end caps. And so if we're thinking about a clasp at the end of this, what will that look like? And I have some thoughts on it, you guys, because I'm like thinking, wouldn't it be cool to construct a loop made out of beads? And then I'm not sure what would go in the loop. Perhaps it's a toggle, or perhaps the loop connects to a toggle. There's some options that I need to explore as far as clasping goes, but I know it can be done with these crimps. So I think that's what I'm gonna figure out for you guys for the next Sunday show, is like, my idea, as I'm kind of just thinking about this out loud, is I can take beading wire, bead some things on it, and then make a loop, and then crimp both ends into a crimp, and then put it into my ball chain crimp. So that gives me an instant loop.
Oh, yeah.
to connect to the other side, and then, you know, figure out something for the other end of it. Perhaps I can make a hook out of wire, so then it becomes like a hook and eye situation. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out something classy. That's my goal.
Oh, it's always classy when you make something.
I just thought of something.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Yeah. And in fact, this goes like, this is classy with a C and not with a K. Let me find what I'm looking for, and then I can show you. Okay. So having just the ball chain crimp to work with, what if I took a head pin and then I can
Oh.
through,
Oh, hey, that's gonna work. Look
and
at
then I
that.
can just connect whatever I want with this. And then on the other side would be my ball chain. And then my peyote stitch would go right over it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know, so it'd be like decorative and functional. Becky says that classy is really the difference between a C or a K, which I agree with. And I'm going for the C classy today, but that's not my everyday journey. As you know, Becky, some days it's a K. Yeah, so Emily says you could make more peyote tubes to cover the ball chain connectors. That's definitely the idea. I just wanted a hardware to be resolved before I do that. And I think I've figured out what I want to do. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I think you got that. That's gonna work out really nicely.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be so fun. And I could add beads at the end. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I get this? I can even find the hole here. There it is. And then I can make my loop on the other side.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's great.
So excited. Okay. Well, I'm going to save all of this for next Sunday show because I want to complete most of this with you guys before I wrap it all up. Shall we pan back over to our gorgeous faces?
Yes, sounds good.
Mine needs to be shaved as where I'm at with my gorgeous face.
You do your camera switches so well. It's like, I'm so impressed.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I feel like I've mastered it to a certain format.
Did you
now.
set up a hotkey? If so, can you teach me?
I almost did one time, but no. There's like so StreamYard sells a separate pad that you can connect with your.
Oh yes, I want that. Yeah.
I don't have one of those, but I've always wanted one.
Yeah,
So
I want one of those.
at the moment, I'm just doing it very, like I'm using my magic mouse to switch everything. That is so beautiful.
I think it's cool.
It's so fashionable. It's very contemporary, but it gives that like ethnic feel to it. Yeah, I am digging it. It's a statement piece without trying too hard, and that is, I think, what makes it fashion forward. We can include that in the PDF too as like a supplementary design style.
Yeah, just in case pearls, because pearls we're heading into the different season. Although I feel like pearls is year round, but still,
pearls are always going to be timeless.
Yeah, alternatives being possible for all of those.
I could hold part of mine up.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
you do it. Yeah,
that's so cute. Look at that.
Kind of 18-inch, and so my other necklace will be like more droopy on the bottom part, and then it'll have more peyote tubes, and then a couple at the top to wrap it all up.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
I'm excited. It's just a nice clean finish. Oh, where's my camera? There it is. It's a nice clean finish, and that is what we're looking for here in the land of SilverSilk. Is we just want clean finishes to things.
Yeah, exactly. And I will solve this finish for next week. I'm going to keep this, and we'll solve it together next week.
But yeah, I think that would be solid. And I've got enough capture chain too to make like a little bracelet situation, maybe.
Ooh. That fell.
Don't drop it. Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, I'd be so sad. Well, I put a bead stopper.
Oh, okay. I have unhooked those by accident before too, and it's always
have. Oh my goodness, I have. Yeah. So true. But you guys can see at least a little bit.
Yes. No, we'll work on that next Sunday too. I'm excited because like this was such a great bead date. Thank you, Danielle, for this.
You, yeah, I had fun too.
Well, guys, definitely check out the last of what's left in the pop-up shop. I've got like 1 to 2 things of things left, and it's been marked down. You can catch that at silversilkonline.com. Danielle, what show do you have coming up next?
Let's see. My next one is my next Seed Bead Saturday.
Seed Bead Saturday. I've caught the last few of them before this previous Saturday. It's always so fascinating to see you and Carol stitching fun stuff together because I get ideas that way too. With
Oh
some of
yeah,
reinvigorate my love for seed beads.
yes, you're been doing a lot of good seed bead stuff. Like you always do. Like lately, it's been your jam. You're just like everything new is coming out.
Like
Yeah.
tapping into a different part of my soul that I forgot for a long time because
Aw.
I love all the things, you know. And Silver Silk isn't just one thing. It's like it's mixed media,
Yeah.
which makes it so
Exactly.
much fun to dabble into. And
Just
it's intimidating to a certain point because it is like, where do I start? I want to do all the ideas. And so there are some resources on the website. Definitely want to become a member of the free PDF pattern page as Danielle and I are building out that library of all of the beautiful designs. And then subscribe to the YouTube channel because you won't want to miss these Sundays that we have together. And then just sometimes some sporadic tutorials that I post as well, just on the regular YouTube outside of the lives. So with that, definitely catch us next time. I'm going to flash this banner graphic of mine and Danielle's gorgeous photos. And then you can either hit that subscribe button if you're over on YouTube or scan the QR code to catch our show live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 if you're on Eastern, and 1 if you're on the Pacific Coast. But guys, it's been real. It's been real fun is what it's been. I hope you stay creative and have an amazing rest of your weekend. We will see you again next Sunday. Until then, we will miss you.
bye for now.